Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, hey, I'm doing a behavioral interview. I'll be right with you. I'm almost done. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Joni. Go ahead. I'm listening. Okay, good. Next question. So name a time you were making love on a submarine and a whale crashed into the ship. How did you react? Yeah, to each his own. Okay, I'm not judging you. Okay, tell me about a time you were petting a zebra and a cheetah jumped on its back. What was your reaction? I did the same exact thing. I started gnawing on the zebra's leg, just like you. That's such an amazing coincidence. Okay, when when was your last successful suicide attempt, and what could have gone better? And successful meaning, yeah, that's right. Meaning like you actually did kill yourself. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, we all make that mistake the first few times. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, Joni, it's been a pleasure. I got to get going. I have an appointment. It's actually at 12:07. I'm running a minute late. You did fantastic. I think you're going to get this job. Okay. All right. Great. So I wear a lot of hats. One of the things that I've started doing recently is conducting behavioral interviews, and so it's just one of the many part-time jobs I have. I have about 30 or 40 different part-time jobs. I can't remember them all right now, but that's how we are meant to function. When we get this thing going, we get the neurons connecting, and everything's a microcosm too. So you get a spark here, this cell lights up, and they all start talking to each other, and they all get brilliant communication going on, then great things can happen. And it's exactly the same. We are a microcosm. Our body is a microcosm of the entire whole here too. So once little cells, like meaning people, light up as well, they're going to start communicating in miraculous, harmonious ways. And the quality of this communication, this quality of relationship is so vitally important. I can't understate how important this communication, this quality, salvation caliber communication has to be. Because there's so much talk about unity, but think about like the United States. We have the name United States, we have the United Nations, we have other groups with United whatever. When we talk about unity, we have the Unity Church, we have a bunch of people, they like to hug each other during the service and hey Fred, and all this kind of stuff. That's not the unity that we're looking for. Unity has to be much, much grander in terms of the way we relate to each other. It means like you're always on, like you're always ready to go, you're always ready to make a joke, you're always ready to go with something, you're always ready to play a little skit, wherever the hell you are. You're just always on, just like you are in heaven. Because basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to mimic heaven. You can only get to where you're going if you have an accurate vision of where you want to go. Pretty close, anyhow. Obviously, I don't remember heaven in terms of like having actual concrete memories of being there, but I remember it in terms of I know what it is and how it functions and what it feels like to be there. Feels like, that's an important thing too. So, I've got my coffee here. Had my chiropractic massage appointment this morning. I made my enema coffee too, so that's ready to go. I have to wait for it to cool down. Obviously, you don't want to use hot water for one of those things. But it's just amazing, like you go on Amazon now, and it's like, an enema is not like a pleasant topic, but hell, like how many people are doing enemas these days? And if you're interested in health and spirituality, enema's like right up your alley. So I got a couple things to share on the table here. I really enjoy plants. Truth be told, I don't love gardening. It's just that to garden is better than not to garden. So that's why I garden. And it's not exactly gardening, these are just house plants, but you know what I'm talking about, taking care of plants. And by the way, I wanted to mention this point because it's an important point about caring. Like, so if you say that you care for something, what does it mean to care for something? Caring for something means that you take care of it. You actually take care of something, thus you care for something. So don't say that you care about someone or something if you don't take care of it. So we got to define words in ways that make them actually meaningful. Just like unity, you can toss around the word unity and have it be completely meaningless. So we got to get together. We got to stop killing each other. You know, we got to end the violence. We got to whatever. You know, you got a plan to do that? Because that's what it all comes down to. Anybody that's in this position that considers themselves having an important role in the salvation of the world has got concrete plans. They have concrete visions. How are we going to actually do this? They look into the mechanics. Very mechanical-minded people. We have to be salvation-oriented. We have to know how things work so that we can actually solve problems. Because that's what this thing is doing all the time. It's solving problems. I don't have a meditative, peaceful mind. My mind is fireworks all the damn time. Doesn't matter how calm I look. I always got bees buzzing. I got an Aries sun sign. I got a Gemini moon sign. So that's what this astrologer told me many years ago. You got bees buzzing up there. And damn right I do. I don't believe everything about astrology. I don't think it's that important, personally. But there are a couple things about it and that are kind of cool. And the thing is, as we move on in time here, things like that are becoming less and less important. So hopefully you're able to see that all these old spiritual tools are just kind of falling by the wayside here. And they don't matter that much anymore. What is heaven? How does heaven operate? What's it like to be in heaven? What's the feeling? What do you see? What do you taste? What do you smell? How do you react? How do you interact with one another? That's what we want to use. We want to use that like a magnet. We want to keep our eyes, our ears, our mouths, our toes, our tongues, our everything's pointed in that direction of heaven. So we have a compass so that we know our direction. Okay, I want to talk about this plant. This plant is a succulent, as you see, and I put it inside a mug. I got about 4 of these plants from IKEA a number of years ago. They were just like 99 cents a piece, but again, caring. This plant, you know, you could just say, oh, it's a 99-cent piece of crap in IKEA, but I've cared for this thing, and I've cared for it very well. It really likes its place, and it's flowered for me. I think this is the 3rd time it's flowered. It does it like once every year or every other year or something. And that it doesn't quite have its flowers open up here, but it will pretty soon. And if it's open next time I do a video, I'll show it to you. And this guy right here's produced flowers before, and I also got this guy. So let's do them one at a time. So start back with this guy. This fella. Put that in there for a little ambience, huh? There we go. Okay, so this guy right here, as you can see right here, he's got a baby. Or she's got a baby. If it's a mama, right? And there's another baby right there. Okay? And right here, if you look real closely, is its... and that's where the babies come out of. So, really cool plant. This thing has gotten way bigger. It's not nearly as big as some that I've seen, but you know, you can kind of control the size of a plant by the size of the pot. So, this is like a little hobby I have. I drill holes in the bottom of the plants, and I give them as gifts to people when they make babies. I give the babies away. Okay, this guy right here has got a little baby right here. This lady has a baby right there. And this is a pretty cool plant. As you see, it's directing itself towards the light. Plants do that, so you got to rotate them every so often is the best thing to do. But they're slow as well, so you got to wait for them a while to change direction when it comes to succulents. This one I'm super, super fond of. The design of this one is super cool texture. This one has a baby as well. And the baby is down beneath this leaf right here, right where I'm touching it. And so I'll be able to pop that guy out pretty soon. I thought this one was dead for a while because it wasn't growing much, but this thing has flowered a couple times, and when I repotted it, its roots were fully alive, so it's a healthy plant. Okay, got 1 more minute. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about real quick is this ring right here. Now, this is actually an artifact from a cave in Nepal. It's estimated to be about 800, 900 years old. And the fact that it's a shark indicates that in all likelihood, there were sharks swimming around the area which is Nepal today, which indicates what? That your history books pretty much are all false. I mean, when did you learn that in school, right? That there were sharks in Nepal. You're going to learn a lot with me, so just stay with me, and I'll make another one of these videos too. It's Enema Wednesday, a beautiful Enema Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday, Enema should be on Monday. Enema Monday sounds better, but right now it's Wednesday. Eventually, when we shift things, we'll correct that, get things lined up correctly.